G'day, it's Rob here again. Well, in that last video I did, I showed you how you could use a hacksaw blade, common old hacksaw blade, in a reciprocating saw. This is the small one I've got, but the reciprocating saw blades are standard, uniform size connector. So regardless of the blade size, it will fit the small units or the large units. Just point that out now. Now, one thing I should have said in the video was, when you do make a blade up for one of these, be careful how you go about the tooth direction, because it is important, and I'll explain why. Now, if you look at bought blades, like from the shop, you'll find that reciprocating saw blades always have the teeth coming back, angled back towards the actual unit. And they do that for a reason, so that when you're using it and the blade's going in and out, all the cutting force, the load on it from the teeth, is being pushed back against the cutting plate. If you had the teeth the other way around, as the blade went in and out, it would tend to push the cutting tool away from the job. So basically that would be a lot more fatiguing for the operator, and a lot more chance of the blade bending, catching and bending, and possibly snapping. By having the teeth angled back, all the load comes back against the cutting plate. All the load on the blade is it's tension rather than compression. Blade can't bend, blade unlikely to break. So that's why they do it. Now, when you do your hacksaw blade mod, make sure that you've got the teeth coming back towards the saw as well. It's particularly important if you use a long blade, like a long hacksaw blade like this, because that would be prime candidate to bend, to catch and bend. You definitely want all your cutting force coming back this way, not going that way. It's very reminiscent of the one-handed saws that you could buy years ago. They were very popular. You can still get them, and I'll show you one. What actually prompted me to do this follow-up video is I got a comment from Stuart at Scrounger's Workshop in Canberra, and he said, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea, you know, using these blades in here like this, because you could then slip, you know, a long blade into a really awkward spot, like between a window frame and a brick wall, you know, and you could use it to cut down through the nails," which is very true. I mean, that's basically what this would have been used for in the old days, or in most days, because you couldn't get a bow type hacksaw in there. So now you can do it with this, but if you do put a long blade in here, it's vitally important you have the teeth pointing back towards the unit, otherwise all hell could break loose. It'll catch and bend. I mean, being between two side supports isn't so bad, because that would tend to brace it. But yeah, for best use, safest use, always have the teeth pointing back towards the actual unit. It should work perfectly. Okay, well, I hope that helps you, and just a bit of more information on this subject. A lot of newbies don't know this, so if anybody else gets anything out of it, well, good luck. Okay, that's it from me. I'll see you next time. Cheers.